go. Just trying out, making sure all my connections are working. Been recabling everything for a good portion of the day. So figured I'd see how it's going. So far, I think the Eurorack seems to be getting some output here, which is good. Hey, Nope, how you doing? So, not anything super crazy there. Yeah, we're getting cozy. So I have everything routed through the MPC now. I haven't done this in a while, but hey, Northwest Nosferatu. I have it hooked up to the Behringer UMC 1820. I don't quite have enough inputs or outputs to do everything I want, but I've got a submix hooked up that's carrying all of my Akai samplers for the S950. Well, I mean, the VX90 is not a sampler, but it's there. You can't see, but like under the laptop, I've got the Z8 and S1000 hooked up, so I'm just powering those on. I don't know what I would have to get for a camera angle, but yeah, I had everything off of here so that I could focus on like doing some videos, but I think what I'm going to do is I've made everything route through the MPC, and I can pretty quickly disconnect the virus here and get some desk space to do like some of the smaller stuff. I'd still like to have a couple. I kind of like to have the OPXY up here for doing some step sequencing, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. Just trying to make sure. All right. That is okay. So S950 tone, cool. VX90, probably out of tune. Yeah, I just figured, so when I had this set up before and when I tore everything down, I was using a patch bay, and patch bays are super useful and handy, but I was like, you know, if I can get everything to go through the MPC, I can use it as a mixer, have fewer connections, and hopefully less noise. So I'm going to try it out. I haven't hooked up a USB. The S9, not the S950, the SP404 Mark II is actually just on, but it's not connected to anything here. So that'll be another thing to figure out, because I'm out of inputs and outputs right now. I could have it output to the submixer, but I have been kind of thinking one thing I might do is put it between the main outs for the MPC, have that go into the input of this, and then have this go out. But I mean, I got plenty of inputs on the TX6. I'm still using that as my main audio interface, so to the computer. So I don't know, I'll figure it out. Yes, it's a little bit like the Starship Enterprise over here. A little bit crazy, but we'll see how we can settle a few more things down. I may end up taking the Eurorack out, or it might be another thing that if I keep it so I can pull it out and put something else there, it might be a good place to put the some SP404s or guitar pedals or something, depending on what I'm working on. But I'm just trying to figure out the space. It feels a little tight especially with jamming the SP404 Mark II down in this space, but we'll figure that out. Yeah, patch bays are super nice. I have left the, on the UMC 1820, I've left my inputs 1 and 2 on the front open so that I can route like the OP1 in super easy if I wanted to, or like other stuff. So I'm trying to do that, but I wouldn't say it was overkill for this setup, but the amount of cables I had just got too heavy, I think, and it was causing some connection issues. Like I would just kind of like shake the desk a little sometimes, and I could just hear like it clicking and causing other issues. So far, everything sounded fine. My Z8, I probably need to take the screen apart and see if I can fix it, because I do have some screen lines, but let's see if we can load something up. Should be able to still run something through it. All right, whatever's in the, I think I have one sample in the folder titled samples. So just load something in. Right now, I just have a apple cinnamon tea, so it's nothing like too fancy. Maybe we can... No, we're still on the ZX90. There we go. Or VX90. The Z8 is getting MIDI. That's a good sign. Let's see, what do we need to do on the S1000? Need to go edit program. And we'll go key group. And then sample. Oh, not envelope. We want sample. I know you guys can't see this. I'll have to figure out like my camera situation for some of this stuff if anybody ever wants to check out any of these things, but no, we're still, that's still the Z8. All right. Don't know what that is, but the sample's titled Hey Man. Left. Sounds like it's got loop points already set up. Importantly, for everything I've got set up here, I can, one of the intentions I want to make sure is I can record stuff into the S950, S1000, and the Z8 super easily. So we'll test out that in a minute. I've got it's probably gonna be super hard to see. Man, for me, it's way too late. I got a notebook. I've been trying to write down all the connections so that I can actually figure out what the heck the MIDI port is and all that stuff. All right. So that's the virus. And this should be the Iridium. So far so good. I haven't got a input for Eurorack, and I do have to figure out what I'm going to do to hook up the MIDI. I have the MIDI jack, so I think I can do USB MIDI. And somewhere around here, I got the Locutus for the assimilator that I wanted to get hooked up. I was probably going to mount it inside the case, and then I like hot wire it into the IntelliGel Eurorack adapter so I can do it over USB as well, but haven't gotten that far yet. I also think I'm going to have to go through it. The S1000 is noisy as all get out, so I'm probably going to have to do some maintenance there. In my S950, I have to give the good old Atari drop, so I really need to probably take it apart and clean up all the connectors. And this stuff probably needs new, updated either capacitors for the power supply or new power supplies. I haven't gotten that far yet, though. All right. Where? Let's check the overhead camera. I should be able to flip over, easy enough. Take this one off. Apparently I hit a button. So, I don't know. I'm gonna have to, I mean, the iPhone does a pretty good job usually, but where the mount is right now is, I need to adjust it. But, yeah. Hey, Elsie's Beats and Loops. It's good over here. Hope you're doing well. I gotta figure out what the heck I've got on the Morphogene. I haven't even, like, had this. I've had my Euro rack all, in the closet for, like, a year now, probably. So, I don't even know what the heck I have. Like, I had a bunch of reels with, like, different drums so I could get crazy, and, I don't know, I have to go through and figure out how to patch some of this stuff again. All right, we should try sampling into the S950. Oh. iPhone's in the way. All right, let's just... All right, we'll pause that. And let's see, we'll go record. Let's go. Okay, that's the S950, so we can play here. I need to send audio out to 3. So I think the easiest way to do this will be, we'll just grab any old sample. Let's grab a break. Those are always fun. What in the world? Breaks. Krusty Breaks sounds fun. I want something faster. Let's just scroll way down. Okay, we're gonna load this to full. I don't think it's terribly great, but it's what we're doing. Okay, we're gonna go drum, browse, sample assign, and that was that. I want to get used to not having the volume knob to control anything. All right, so I should be able to send this I/O. Oh, actually, maybe not this one. We want I/O here? No, I'm doing it wrong. Audio output 3. We just want 3. We don't want 3 and 4. So we're not hearing anything, which is possibly a good sign. I can't see the interface on the S950. It's a little hard. That's kind of bright. Can I move it up so it's out of your way? We go, we get. All right, we need to page down. I would expect I should be able to hear this. So I'm not sure. Audio input or analog input. 2 seconds should be fine. Any key. We're not seeing audio over here. What did I connect wrong? Did I connect a 4? Why do I hear it like a ghost note? That's super weird. All right, outputting to 1 makes sense. Because that's just going to the left channel. 2's the right channel. 3 should be the input. Where the heck did I plug that into? I'm just going to trigger the note. This is just this is drums that I have playing on a different channel. Let's mute this. Okay. The reason why I just want to do that is I want to go to the sampler and see if we got nothing. I mean, we get line noise, but that's not doing anything for us. And I'm looking at the screen here and I just don't see any volume. What is, I can try and look underneath. Well, I can feel it plugged in. Let's get fancy here. We can grab another instrument and just plug directly into it and see what happens. All right. Man, heard something, but maybe there's something weird about the cable. Just grabbing the OP1, see how it goes. Yeah, I suspect we're going to hear it. And I can see it. All right, I think I'm doing something wrong here then. Outputs 3 and 4. Okay, let's disconnect. Because we at least know the input on the S950 works. It's got to be something I need to configure for the output here. Record arms, probably not it. Send IO. Let's go mix. Out to 3. Sending it to 5 is going, I can barely hear it, but sending to 5 goes to S1000 line in. So that's probably why we're hearing it, is if I turned record on, it probably would work. So loading it up on S1000, it's now in record mode. Hear it. I don't know, maybe there's something weird about this cable. I think it was an instrument cable. I mean, it was just for a guitar cable. It should just be a straight thing here. Let's try in the mic port. I doubt it's going to change. Well, now we just have line hum. That's not helpful. Well. There's something I'm missing. I can maybe get another cable in, although I packed them all up downstairs. Well, we can see about goofy noise from the Euro rack, and I'll go grab another cable. Shouldn't take too long. Why are we not? Okay, I guess I have to hit the mix button on my UMC 1820 to hear. It's good to know. Here, we just have this randomly move through sounds if anybody wants to sample anything while I'm gone for a minute here. All right, took a minute, but I have a new cable to try. Let's disconnect here. Oh. Just route it oddly. All right, I think I got it. Plugged into 4, so let's go audio out to 4. There we go. So there's something wrong with that cable. That's a bummer. Oh, I have to check it out. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, you can see most of it. All right, let's turn the Euro rack back off. Let's see about recording into the S950 now. So we got 2 seconds, and we should be able to play it now. There we go. So it works. I'll have to pull my desk out so I can actually see by looking at the cable. It looks like it's a twist off end, and it's like a plastic seal over it. So I don't know if something's just shorted. That felt kind of weird. Let's just push it in again. I don't know. Could be the 90-degree angle, but I can go back to 3. Output to 3. No, this cable's just, it's got something with it. It's a bummer, but if that's the worst, I'll get over it. All right, so we should be able to send this also to the S1000, which it is mega distorted. Gain staging all this is going to be a real treat. Well, it's only set to record for 1 second. Let's change that. We'll do what we did with the S950. We'll do 2 seconds. It's a little toastier. I'm not going to bother fixing it right now. And I've got left and right channels. I should be able to record this as stereo. Let's give it a try. stereo. 2 seconds. So right now that's the S950. Now arm it. There we go. So we should be able to play this back if I'm doing everything correctly. Oh, we gotta switch to the correct output. All right. Yeah, absolutely, Sai. Better the cable than the gear. The Virus, I could not get it to output 1 and 2, but it would output out the headphones. So, getting there. All right, so let's do the Z8 should hopefully work. All right, I put it in record mode. Let's hop over. We need to now tell it to send to output 7 and 8. Another toasty one. Put the record down to like 50%. That's much better. All right, it's waiting. We've recorded sample 2. And key group set to sample 2. All right, we need to go get that out of the way. I mean, the Z8 should, and it does sound just about the cleanest to me. I gotta still worry about. As I said, I gotta gain stage everything here. It is currently at maximum output. I also got a little bit of line noise. Maybe clipping. It's also possible it's sounding quieter because I think it might be in a channel on the UMC that's outside of where the mix is, but yeah, now we got phasing. And definitely some digital distortion. It's just probably needs to be dropped down. All right, volume at 75. I can see on the UMC that it's clipping. Which is just weird. Because this sounds so quiet compared to everything else. Alright. Well, those are working well enough. I can at least turn it off. I also want to find out. I can hear like a low-level line noise. I don't know where it's coming from. Could be the Eurorack. I don't know. Nothing there. And we're not pushing the... So I'm using the TX6 as my audio interface into OBS. And we're not even close to peaking. All right. This is increasing the output. I can see, okay, we're close to peaking on the TX6 now. Because I've got record arm on and it's sending MIDI from the virus over. I'm gonna have to set up a template to manage all this stuff because we don't want, probably don't need MIDI from all ports here. Where are we getting MIDI from here? Oh, we're probably sending it to... We're just sending it out someplace else. Okay. Let us... IO. Alright, that's what I recorded. My playing's not great, but whatever. We can edit it here. I'm gonna, as I said, I gotta get used to not using the volume knob on the MPC here. Why is it doing... It's probably because I'm sending MIDI over and then it's got to loop back. It's sending it back. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out a few camera angles here to be able to bounce stuff around. So I can do like this, but the MPC is over silly iPhone. It doesn't like changing angles. I don't know. I'll figure it out some other time. And I don't know, the Logitech camera's doing okay here. It is kind of fuzzy. Maybe it's, we'll move the SP404 Mark II out of the way. I don't know how much the camera is going to catch here. Not much. Oh, maybe I'm zoomed in excessively. Let's see. We'll adjust this. Lock that in. Whoops. I lost it. There we go. You can at least see that. Menu. Let's go new project. I won't bother saving it. I bet you if I turn the Eurorack off, the light noise is going to go away. Yeah, it's just noisy. I'm going to have to figure something out for that. Let's go. We'll do some drum and bass. Let's kick it up. Oh, was I off? Yes. Got a couple notes. We'll go MIDI. Let's see if we can find a bass on the virus. I'm gonna go through and rename all this stuff. Probably needs to be pitch shifted. too much leads and stuff in here. For me, each time I kind of hit it, Northwest Nosferatu, I learned some stuff and try different things. I had all of the Akai rack gear I've got stacked in one giant stack, and that was kind of problematic because the camera over here was like really up high coming off my laptop. It's more like I think it just helps every time I do this, it's like forcing me to kind of reassess what I actually want to keep and work with. And I was like, I like having access to the Akai samplers. I think the Virus and the Iridium are both great synths and pair really nicely with the MPC. I don't know where it's going to leave some of the stuff that I've got. I really don't have much room for the SP404 Mark II, but I probably, as I said, I'll take the Virus over here and probably just disconnect it from time to time to still do videos and stuff. I mean, the FX loop on it's great, but I can only have so much stuff connected at a time. I do enjoy messing around with Eurorack, so I think I'll probably keep it here, but we'll see. I mean, it's a big investment in different parts and stuff, so I don't know. We'll see if it sticks or if I end up taking a few things out to kind of goof around with some other things. But it is nice. I do like the Eurorack to be able to just kind of build a synth real quick and make something that you can record off of. The MPC is also phenomenal for just doing auto sampling. So like you can make a patch on the Virus or Iridium and just save it and then share it with other folks real quick. Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind recabling just because it helps me better understand the path flow for everything. What I've got set up's a little extra complicated than it probably needs to be, but I don't know. I may grab the ADA 8200 and use the ADAT connection on the UMC 1820 so I can get 16 by 16 channels. So like I should really get everything hooked up mostly and then just have a couple extra ins and outs free to quick connect in some stuff when I want to bring a different piece of gear in. So I'm trying to keep it flexible, but also have stuff actually set up so I can work with it, if that makes sense. And I don't know, I've always liked the Virus. This is like my fourth Virus. I had the B, the C, the TI, and I happened to see somebody was selling a Dark Star TI2, and I was like, I gotta get it. I wonder if I can do... If I have things set up correctly, I should be able to actually record some of these knob sweeps as well, which would be super handy. I'm gonna find out. Let's go switch to write mode. I don't think it did squat. And I can't... I might have to map Q links to MIDI CCs. That's a giant pain. send to? No. All in. I don't know, let's go read the manual again. So I would have imagined there's a way to grab stuff. I mean, I can record this into the looper if I needed to, I guess, but it feels like a compromise. I don't know what this MIDI, because there's on the Virus you've got 3 value knobs that are like kind of like macros where you can assign all kinds of stuff. Actually maybe it's not sending a MIDI CC. Let's try one of the main controls. This should be sending MIDI CC. All right, we're gonna go IO. I'm turning it and it's not. It's not sending any MIDI CC. So it might be a configuration option I need to figure out. So many things to do here. Soft through is off. ARP note send off. MIDI clock. Probably need to think about that. Program change. Transmit MIDI dump. No. MIDI control. Keyboard. Local on. Mode. Multi-channel. Transpose. Control pedal off. I don't think any of these are what I want. Soft knob, destination. Not what I want. Knob behavior. Oh well, I'm gonna have to look into some of these things later. I had to jump to relying heavily on a DAW with stems for stuff because it's just too much gear to take to shows. Yeah. Like I was trying to take I was taking the time and trying to be serious about trying to figure out what I wanted to do for a live setup, and was like, I don't know. I wanted somebody I can sit down and like jam with, and like I don't mind jamming with the OPXY or OP1 or M8 or whatever, but I don't know. I don't feel like it's like super, for what I've been doing, I don't think it's super fun to watch, and I'm just not very fast at them. Like I can do plenty of stuff with it and the output's fine, but like, you know, maybe I should just kind of get some stuff set up here. So I'm just trying to see where it goes. And I'm gonna have to, I guess, figure out what I'm doing here, because I've got so many things that are not set up the way I want anymore, just for moving cables and stuff. I wish I could get a volume knob here. I need something. It's probably just going to be going to scroll down here and, oh nuts, I can't control everything unless I I have to set up the mixer in the MPC, which is not terrible, but I can only turn the output off for output 1 and 2 because we're currently monitoring everything else, which makes it easier, but in some ways. Anyway, I don't know. If I drop here, I gotta get my notes together, get my brain wrapped around what the heck I've got set up, what I want to do to keep tweaking stuff. But everybody, thanks for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace.